Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. So today's video, we're gonna get started on cutting all them big oak logs for that house we talked about in a few videos back. If you guys haven't seen that video, go and check it out. But yeah, we're gonna get started on cutting those logs. We're gonna start by cutting a 6x8 by 15 foot long beam. I'm gonna take you guys along while we cut that one. We're gonna get the sawmill fired up here, and then we're gonna get the skid steer fired up, let it warm up. We cut 100 1x6x8s yesterday in oak, and then we cut 100 1x8s or 120 1x8x8s in red cedar, and then we got a bunch of some pretty good cedar logs in yesterday as well. But yeah, we're gonna get this stuff fired up. I have to move the sawmill head. We're gonna have to get it raised up and then moved all the way back because the 15 foot long logs are not gonna fit in here because I got boards on each side. So I'm gonna have to grab it with the grapple on the skid steer and I have to bring it in at an angle. So we're gonna have to stick the one end out this way and then swing the other end around. So if I had all the boards cleaned out of here, it would not be a problem to do 15 foot, but they're not. So let's get started. Hey guys, now's be a good time to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe if you're not. Thanks for watching. Alright, so just to give you guys an idea what's going on here. This first cut, we're going to go down, we're going to take off this bark slab. Then we're going to come back, take off a 1-inch thick board. If any of you guys watched the couple videos before this one where we talked about cutting these logs and I showed you the list of what the guy was needing. And by the way, these are not my logs. We're cutting some 1-inch thick boards, some 3-inch thick stuff. Then we'll be cutting some 6x8s and some 6x6s for this guy. He's going to be doing an addition to his house, and he brought the logs to us to cut for him. So
These are not my logs. We're just cutting them for a gentleman. But yeah, if you guys seen that video where we talked about what we're going to be cutting, or what we're going to be getting out of these logs, some of you guys already know what we'll need, but we'll need some 1-inch thick boards, some 3.5-inch thick stuff, some 6x8s, and some 6x6s. But out of this particular log here, we're going to get two 6x8s, two 3.5x6s, and then 5 1x6s. So, like I said, we just took off that bark slab, and then we dropped down, and we're going to take off this 1-inch thick board. We're going to repeat that for all 4 sides. Do that same thing, but on the 4th side, after we take off the 1-inch thick board, we'll drop down and we're going to take off a 3.5-inch thick board. Excuse me. Take off the 3.5-inch thick board. Turn it one more time. We'll take off another 1-inch thick board. At that point, it'll be a 8-inch wide cant, and then we'll stand it up. And when we stand it up, it'll be a 12 1/8 inch thick, or 12 1/8 inch tall cant by 8-inch wide. We'll drop down at 6 inches. We'll split that cant in half, and then that's how we're going to get our two 6x8s out of there. And then we'll throw the 3.5-inch thick board back on, cut it at 12, split it in half, and then we'll throw the 1-inch thick boards back on, and we'll get them edged and go from there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I sure hope you like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Hit that like button and subscribe if you're not. We'll talk to you next time.
Alright guys, so here's the lumber we got sawed up today. We got some 1-inch boards, and then we got some 3.5 by 6s here. And we got 3.5 by 8s up here. That's all 12 foot long. This little group here is all 12 foot long. There were some 15 foot long 1-bys, and then these are all the 15 foot ones we got. These are 3.5 by 6s here, and then these are 6 by 8s down there. But yeah, that's what we got cut up this morning. We had to stop early. My dad had to leave, so it's impossible to move these by myself. So we got another one we got cut up. That was the biggest of the logs there. I got a 16 by 12 out of it. 16 by 12 cant. That's 15 foot long, and I split it into quarters to get 4 6 by 8s out of it. So have to wait till tomorrow morning. We got this log left in here to cut, and then we got 1 more out there, or 4 more out there left. So we'll get those cut up tomorrow morning. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll talk to you next time.